Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Flushed out right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down in the yard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 3. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. He'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the left sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyler Goodson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this throw will be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Dolphins at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On second down, this is Harris.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Larson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Dolphins 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Tua now on 1st down. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by Higgins. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Dolphins 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Tua sets up to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Throw left side taken in by Washington. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Tyler Goodson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dolphins 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, partner, that one was close. That one almost turned into 6 points for the guys on defense.
Yeah, because you can jump those out routes, take it the other way.
Yeah, so close, but instead it turns into a nice play for those guys on offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. First and 10.
Two to throw again. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes, left side.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, LA.
Tyler Goodson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Chargers 49, Dolphins 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this?
And now here is another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game.
And now the rookie's free. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Chargers. From 6 yards away.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 14.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for the Dolphins.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for another Miami Dolphins.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive. And
touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McPherson now for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
115 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And bulldozing his way through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also,
and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Tyler Goodson
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
2 yards to go, second down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Drew Sanders
able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. Tua now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Tua. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
6-yard line.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.